Hey folks, Pilot Mark here, RC Aviation and Crawling. This is a shout out to pilots who are flying the Eflite Cherokee, and I'm really looking for some CG information on this airplane. Now, I had this airplane several years ago. At that time, I flew it on a 4S 50C 3200. That's what I flew it on. And it was perfect. I loved it. So that's why I want to fly the exact same battery. However, if I followed the CG recommendation in the manual, then I end up with the battery way back. I'm going to show you that right now. Alright, so let's come in here. Can't be here. Now, it's a Spectrum Smart 4S 3200. We'll take a look at it here. 50C, as I said. Okay, so there it is. Now, the CG called for in the manual, and let's grab the manual, shall we? Alright, so the CG called for in the manual is 120 millimeters plus or minus 3 millimeters. Let's look at this in the manual. Let's just look at this in the manual. Okay, so focusing. There you go. Center of gravity, 120 millimeters plus or minus 3 millimeters back from the leading edge of the wing at the fuselage. Here is the leading edge of the wing at the fuselage. Alright, so I measured 120 millimeters back, which is this little tiny mark here. Can you see it? You can see it. That little mark on the wing is 120 millimeters back. Now, in order for this plane, the Cherokee, to CG balance out, inverted, at these marks, one on each side of the fuse, in order for her to balance out at those marks, at just a tiny bit nose heavy, this is where I've got to have my battery positioned. Now you can see it is way back, way back. Now I have not seen any videos about this plane, those that show where the battery is. I have not seen any videos where anybody's running any battery as far back as I'm running it here. As a matter of fact, I just looked at a video where a gentleman was flying virtually the same battery as this, and he had the battery way up here, right? Now, I'm going to go ahead and remove this. And so you can see that this is the front of the battery tray here. See that? It's kind of, can we get some light on the subject? Yeah, we can do it. Right here, that's the front of the battery tray. You can see, in fact, from my index finger to my middle finger here, that's the whole battery tray. You can see how far back I am from the battery tray. That just doesn't make sense to me, even though that it balances out correctly at the CG point. So I'm taking the CG points in the manual are wrong, but I don't know. I sure hate to make that kind of an assumption. So I'm really hoping that somebody in the community who is hopefully flying this same battery, the Smart 3200 4S 50C, I hope somebody out there is flying this same battery and can tell me where they're running it, and can tell me where they're running this battery, because this is just, I'll show you where the gentleman in the video I mentioned a second ago is running his. This gentleman's running his battery about like this. See that? I mean, that's up in there, folks. That's up in there, okay? He's running his about like this. So he's not using a smart battery, though, but it shouldn't be too much different because it's a 4-cell. It's a, I believe it's a 14.8 and it's a 50C. So there you go. But if I go ahead and, I'm not going to show you, but if I go ahead and put the canopy on here and balance out this plane, or try to balance out the plane, it is going to be so nose heavy, it's just insane. I mean, it will be so nose heavy, it's just insane. Now, again, the standard 2200. Let's see, do I have a 2200 laying around? Yeah, I have a discard 2200. Now, the 2200 theoretically would lay, let's say it would lay centered on the battery compartment. Let's say, right, it would lay centered on the battery compartment. Now, this battery, being so much longer, more than anything else, no, it wouldn't make sense. It does make sense for it to go way forward, because if I put even if I put it here, look at all this weight that's back here that's going to make it tail heavy. It seems like this. Actually, the guy that I looked at before, he had it pushed all the way up to here. Okay. I think that's what I need to do, folks. I think that's what I need to do because it just makes sense. This battery is so much longer. It's got a bunch of extra weight aft, which is going to want to make it tail heavy. I'm thinking this battery needs to go something like this here. Now, I am going to put this on pause, folks, and show you the balancing out. And okay, so see where we're at now. We're pretty far forward in there, which seems to be, I don't know, something like this seems like what would be logical. It seems to me this is what would be logical, something like that. Yeah, if you stand directly over the plane, you can see where it is. See, it's right in there. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put this on hold and then see if I can show you the balance. I'll be right back. All right, folks, let's see if I can show you this here. It's a mess inside of my clothing right now, by the way, folks. All right. Okay, so here we go. I don't know if we're gonna do it like this. How do we do it? We'll do it like this. I hope you can see me over here, ladies and gents. Here's the marks, ready? Like it's crazy. See how notice how heavy that is? See that? If you use the CG in the manual, you're right there. Right? And then we just, look, I mean, I can't even hold it. If I went up like 3 millimeters, it's still going to be way nose heavy. I hope you can see this, ladies and gentlemen. See? It's going to be way, like this. It's going to be way, just ridiculously nose heavy. So that can't be right. Folks, that can't be right. Let me try moving it a little bit more. Got them all in here too. Alright, so okay, so let's try moving it back to here. I don't know, folks. I just don't know. I think this is where I had before, which is farther back than anybody else I've seen. I've only seen one video of somebody using a similar size battery, but it wasn't this battery. It wasn't this one. Try this again. Okay. I've got, whoa! There we go. I've got some slight depressions on the wings, so I know where my marks are. There we go. There. Right there. Now let's see where we're at. See, we're still way nose heavy. I mean, whoa. Yeah. Hope you can see that now. If I do that, I would put my marks way forward. In order to balance out what I just did there, then I have to move my marks way forward, more than 3 millimeters, I think. Let's look and see how much 3 millimeters is. It's not much. No, 3 millimeters is nothing, right? So, that's no good either, folks. That's no good either. No good either. So, I'd certainly rather have it be nose heavy than tail heavy, but holy cow. So, folks, I guess I'm going to have to try it where it is. We'll look at that CG one more time. One more time. Yeah, even I can do it from underneath, which isn't as accurate, of course. But yeah, let's do it again this way. All right, here we go, folks. Yeah, so if anybody can help me out with this, man, how to fit the Spectre battery in here. See, it's going to be super nose heavy, but maybe it wants to be. So it looks like this is going to be my CG for the maiden, folks. I hope you can see this. And that's going to be my CG from the Maiden. Right there. Pretty nose heavy, but yeah. 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 Okay, folks. Pretty nose heavy. Pretty nose heavy. Alright? Alright. Yeah, leave me a comment if you don't mind. Let's set this down. I'll shut off the camera and that'll be that. Yes. The reason I fly with this battery, the 4S50C3200, is not to go fast, but the plane just seems to be, it seems to like the weight of that battery. It seems to like the extra acceleration of the 50C. I'm not quite sure. Alright, thanks for watching. Thanks for subbing. See you soon. Bye.